Hello there, and welcome to another Thomas Wooden Railway review video. In this video, I am going to be looking over a Thomas Wooden Railway Mavis. This is, I believe, the last version of Mavis to be made in the Thomas Wooden Railway line. This is a more updated version of Mavis. I'm not quite sure what year this version of Mavis was released in, but what I do know is that this was a Toys R Us exclusive, I believe. I think that was what I saw in the images of this version of Mavis online, and you know, for quite some time, Mavis was just continuously being released in her original form in the Wooden Railway line, the 90s form, despite all of the different updates that the characters had, with them getting new looks in the Thomas Wooden Railway line. And it finally took them, it took them up to this point to make an updated version of Mavis. Now the thing here is that I was having quite some trouble with being able to get this version of Wooden Railway Mavis, because for some time when I searched up on eBay or searched up on any other shopping site, I was just not able to find this version of Mavis, which kind of gave me the impression that this was a very rare item. So I just was not able to find one for quite some time. But then, I managed to find a listing on eBay, which had one used, and it only cost me a little around, maybe a little under $30, which was a pretty decent price, because I was, trying to find this item, but it was just really hard to do. So anyway, I'm going to give a little review on Mavis as a character. Mavis was introduced in the 3rd season of Thomas the Tank Engine, and she appeared in the episode Mavis. That was her debut episode. She appeared in the episode that was named after her, being one of the characters to have an episode be named after them, And, when her early appearances, her first couple of appearances took place when it was snowing. So I kind of thought that she may have been a snow diesel. Now this is from the perspective of me being introduced to this character when I was a kid. And, just going over my views of this character when I first saw her watching the show as a kid. So, much like Toby, she has cow catchers, which I kind of thought was meant to push snow out of the way, which it could also do that, but it's primarily meant to keep animals from getting hurt if they are to stray onto the line. But then anyway, her later appearances shows her working at the Quarry, although her first appearance did also have her working at the Quarry, because she is a Quarry diesel. And she has made appearances, I think in the 6th and 7th season, she was working at the Quarry with Bill and Ben. And then when we get to season 8, she is still working at the Quarry, but Bill and Ben are not there anymore. Of course, in season 17... Yeah, wait, no. 18, I think. Season 18, Bill and Ben were shown to work at the clay pits. The Quarry was still around, but it was Mavis that was working there, but Bill and Ben were not working at the Quarry anymore. It was quite interesting to see them working at the Quarry together for some time in the 6th season, when I saw the episode Buffer Bother. I remember that Sir Tom had said, "You'll have to work with Bill until Ben returns," kind of implying that Mavis doesn't usually work with Bill and Ben, but you know, she was working at the quarry for quite some time, which had to imply that she had been working with Bill and Ben for some time together, which they had been in Salty Secret, which I didn't watch the episodes in order, by the way. I saw Buffer Bother before seeing Salty Secret, so that's kind of an out-of-order thing, I know. So anyway, getting on to the Wooden Railway model itself, something that you will notice is that this model of Mavis has all sorts of white dots all over her. And I think that that's supposed to either be quarry dust or snow. It's supposed to kind of be, to recreate the story of Mavis working either in the snow or in the quarry, and this is pretty much the result of what happened afterwards. And there has not been a version of this Mavis with this look that does not have all the dust particles on her. In fact, the bottom just says Mavis. It doesn't say snow-covered Mavis or quarry dust-covered Mavis. It just says Mavis, which implies that this is supposed to be a primary version of Mavis. And it's pretty good enough for me. Now, as I mentioned, I did get this used off of eBay, and there were a couple of small wood chips on the model. Like there was one right here, and there were a couple of them over on the side of the cab right here. This was, you know, from the previous owner's play on this train. But I was able to fix that easily by using a black Sharpie's marker. And the seller did have the images showing off this wooden model along with the paint chips. So I did know when I bought this that there were some paint chips on the model, but I was able to fix them easily. I knew that I could do that. And I was just happy that I was able to find this Wooden Railway Mavis. You know, after being unable to find it for some time, was finally able to find it and get it. Probably would have been nice if I could get this new in box, but, well, for one thing, it probably would be really expensive to get it new in box, and I can't even find one new in box at all, much less at a decent price. This was the best that I could do, and I'm pretty happy with it. So, if you are at all interested in getting this Wooden Railway Mavis after seeing this review, well, good luck with that, because I think that it may be very difficult for you to find this Wooden Railway Mavis either in good condition or at a decent price. But I think that I was just really lucky with this one. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.